Words rich people use that poor people don't. According to an editorial just published in the New York Times, the children of wealthy professionals have heard the same phrases millions of times more than the children of parents with less education and lower incomes. This is done to provide academic advantages to the children of rich professionals so that they may do better in school. Hello everyone and welcome to another video on our channel. In today's video, we'll be looking at the words rich people use that poor people don't. Yeah, you heard it right, so let's get started with our video. Is it just me, or does this piece of knowledge come as a complete surprise? It is estimated that approximately 1/3 of children in the United States who come from families with incomes that are lower than the federal poverty threshold, which is currently set at $23,850 for a family of 4, are not read to daily from the time they are born until they reach the age of 5. This statistic is based on the fact that the average age of a child in the United States is 5 years, when contrasted with the 60% of American children who hail from families whose earnings are at least 400 percentage points over the federal poverty level. It can be shown that this group enjoys a much higher standard of living. It may not be easy to find time to read aloud to your children when you're putting in long hours to provide for your family's basic needs, such as putting food on the table. This is because if you're a parent who's having trouble making ends meet, you're also attempting to feed your children, keep them clean, and find a place to live where they will not be killed, stabbed, or strangled by neighborhood drug dealers. This is because if you're a parent having trouble making ends meet, you're also attempting to make ends meet. This is the reason why things are the way they are. Literacy is important to me at any age and in any situation. I've organized fundraisers for early literacy programs, and I believe that the sooner everyone gets a book in their hands, the sooner we'll all be in a better position to succeed. Literacy is important to me regardless of the person's age or the situation's circumstances. My mother and father read aloud to my sister and me on occasion. When we were reading the first and second pages of The Pokey Little Puppy, it was common for them to fall asleep during the reading. Even if they were aware that Christopher Robin didn't wear blue braces on his teeth, but rather what people in the United Kingdom refer to as suspenders, there was not enough time for them to read Winnie the Pooh and point out the inaccuracy in the story. Even if they were aware of the reality, it is inconceivable that they could have known anything of this kind on their own. My parents are always too busy to take time to read any of the great children's books that were available to them. The wealth disparity between various groups of individuals in the United States is enormous. It is not something that we feel comfortable discussing at this time. A white doctor is shown in a picture standing next to an African American lady while holding a kid and a book in his hands. In the second statement, it is remarkable to see a white doctor standing next to a black woman and her kid while holding a book up, as if to ask, "Do you see how this is done?" We do not want to engage in a discussion on racial issues at this time. Even while reading aloud to children is essential, it does not convince me that it is feasible to successfully reduce the achievement gap between children from rich households and children from less fortunate homes. You may wish to give some thought to the possibility of giving their parents access to longer-term employment opportunities that offer higher earnings. To be more specific, if we were to build a list of the phrases that wealthy children of professionals have heard millions of times more than poor children, we might include the following essential phrases to demonstrate the divide that exists between children from affluent and underprivileged backgrounds: trust fund, inheritance, offshore, hedge fund, investor relations, private wealth management, commodity strategies, pooled investment vehicle, grandfather's canoe, tennis camp, Cal, au pair, lacrosse, yoga, gap year, unpaid internship, Aspen, amenities, the longer back nine, cotillion, dermatologist, coxswain, tartan, escrow, heirloom tomato, orthodontist, Herms, equestrian program, calligraphy, Chilean sea bass, entrepreneurship, Abusin rug, regatta, Chevrolet, palate cleanser, personal trainer, board of directors, Canyon Ranch, Chase Lounge, first edition, antiquarian, facilitator, conservatory, mudroom, Wellingtons, archivist, docent, and tax-free municipal bonds. It's not because of the Pokey Little Puppy that I can't smile right now. The emphasis here is on inequalities between the sexes regarding money, economics, education, and social status. In addition, it's essential to tackle the underlying causes of poverty rather than only its symptoms. Well, that's all for today's video. Tell us in the comment section how this one was. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing for more, and don't forget to provide us with your valuable feedback. We'll see you in the following video with some more notable celebrities, facts, and stories. And until then, stay tuned.